citrusy, and savoury with a hint of lemongrass. Each bite causes an explosion of umami inside your mouth. This is my version of lemongrass pork chops, a popular dish from Vietnam. And if you're new here, welcome to Gastromania. We upload 2 recipes a week, so be sure to stay tuned for more. Let's get right into our recipe. First, we shall make the marinades for the pork chops. We will be needing 3 aromatics. We have 8 cloves of garlics and they have to be chopped up. All 8 cloves will go into our marinade. Next, we have 2 stalks of lemongrass. We don't need the top parts, so we can keep those for garnishing later on. Cut off the area close to the root of the lemongrass and peel off the outer layer. The outer layer is usually quite fibrous and doesn't have any fragrance anyway. Mince them up finely so that it can release its aroma into the marinade faster. Next, we have 2 stalks of spring onions. Separate them into the whites and the greens. We will only be using the white parts for seasoning the meat as the flavour is more intense from there. Mince it up finely and add it to the mixing bowl. From here, we will start adding other seasonings into the marinade. The first seasoning is 1 teaspoon of white pepper powder. This will give a nice peppery aftertaste to the pork chops. Next, we have 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Then we have 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. If you have not used this seasoning, it's probably the most umami of all Asian sauces out there. Next, we have 2 teaspoons of fine white sugar to balance out the saltiness. Then, we have 2 tablespoons of honey. This will make our sauce sort of turn into a glaze and makes our final product more glossy and shiny. Mix up everything well so that the pork will absorb everything evenly. After mixing up the sauce, we can start tenderizing our pork chops. You can use a meat hammer or meat tenderizer to poke holes into the pork chop and then flatten it. This will allow our marinade to enter the meat more effectively and make it more seasoned. Poke holes evenly on both sides. Then add the meat into the sauce. I have about 400 grams of pork chops in total. Mix up the pork chops evenly and wrap it inside the mixing bowl with cling wrap. Make sure it's sealed tightly. We will be refrigerating the meat for at least 2 hours. Take the meat out of the fridge about 20 minutes before cooking so that it rises back to room temperature and will not be unevenly cooked. Add some oil and add the remaining spring onions to create a flavoured oil. When the spring onions are fragrant, add in some fish sauce. The moment the fish sauce hits the hot wok, the umami flavour is instantly released, making it very fragrant. Add in the pork chops immediately to absorb this flavour. Sear the pork chops for about 3 minutes on each side, and you can continue to sear it for longer so that it's slightly more charred if you prefer it. Don't worry about a little bit of char, as the soy sauce, sugar and honey present in the marinade tends to char very easily. It can be easily removed, but I quite like eating those parts as that's where all the flavour is. Plate the pork onto a bit of lettuce or your preferred vegetable. Garnish the pork chop with some cilantro and prepare this optional dipping sauce for the pork chops. It goes pretty well with the pork chops. It's made with 2 bird's eye chillies, finely chopped cilantro, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, and the juice of a lime, as well as some sugar to balance out the taste. Add in the green parts of the lemongrass which we have removed for garnishing earlier. And we have our Vietnamese pork chops ready for eating! It smells absolutely amazing and I can't wait to dig in. We have come to the end of the Vietnamese pork chop recipe. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel for more simple and easy to prepare recipes. We upload 2 recipes a week, so there will be definitely something for you. And I'll catch you in my next video.